how it's unseasonably cold, but really, we get called CTs, tinfoil hat wearers by Esau. He got this propaganda out there that, when you speak about certain possibilities of what, the wickedness that this nigga does, that you gotta be a quack or you gotta be a crazy man. But, you gotta pay attention to patterns. They come up with these things, global warming, and whatever, right? But the last couple of years, we've had this weird thing where the weather will change and then it'll revert back. Now, what is a result of that can be observed? The plants die. When a plant experiences weather change, seasonal changes like that, it shifts into a natural mode to preserve itself. It looks up something. It preserves itself. And how does it preserve itself? By going to seed. Okay. Now the most identifiable that you can see, because I've been here about 10, 11 years, and there was a time where the dandelions, once they came out, they were out for a couple months. But now, for the last couple years, the dandelions and the violets will come out, and they'll all go to seed, and then they'll be done for the season. You won't see them pretty much almost no more.
I just saw some violence the other day. They're probably through now.
Yeah, with this coming up freeze, they're gonna die. They're gonna die, and I don't know if they're gonna bounce back. And now that benefits Esau because he can further control you.
Right.
Because these things are natural medicines and food.
Yep.
They sell dandelion greens in the store. So you think this devil don't know that dandelions grow abundantly in people's yards? You can get broadleaf plantain out of your yard. You can get something called I think it's called dead nettle.
Nettle,
chickweed, sorrel,
yep.
wood sorrel, which can be used. It has vitamin C in it, and there's many medicinal plants that can be found growing in your front or backyard.
But yeah, well soon, I don't know if these is gonna come back behind us. The stack over sumac. Also another source of
vitamin C. You can be turning what they call sumicade. You soak the seed pods in water, and it imparts its properties onto it. And it's also garlic mustard, which is from the brassica family, which as well as cabbage and other things like that, it has medicinal properties. We need to go back down and find a place. Yeah, we need to find a place to go and buy some more stuff. Yeah. I want to see if I can find these wild berries, man. I don't know. I feel like Esau, he be finding like where we recorded at. I feel like he'd be going and destroying the shit later.
Might be.
Some of the old spots I used to go to is gone now.
Yeah. Down here they got wild cherry trees.
Maybe we could do them one day.
I remember coming down here to the cherry. It was good.
Yeah.
Then they
even like certain beautiful plants. And see, I was dealing with an individual recently, and they were, it's good. Yeah, because I was about to talk about how Esau conditions you to get rid of these things. I was dealing with an individual recently that has real bad allergies, and they was talking about the dandelion. They're like, I want to spray something.
Right.
I want to get here in my yard and spray something and get rid of all the weeds. And I'm like,
yeah.
you got good shit in your yard.
Yeah.
I've taken dandelions and fermented them into wines, fire as well as violets. Some people take dandelion heads and they batter them and fry them. Go long on them. Look at me like that from long ass on. Reach for the star, head ass. It's a lot. But anyway, you see, so these things, Esau conditions you. I'm like, I'm trying to convince the MF of I'm trying to convince them, of course, to keep the stuff. They're like, yeah, but my yard doesn't look like my neighbors. Like some of your neighbors got. I think it looks good. They have a little bit of purple and a little bit of yellow, and yeah, but it's not lush like my neighbors, where she's green and lush.
Right.
There ain't nothing in that motherfucker. That's some biodiversity.
Right, which a lot of when you think about it, a lot of this is grass. Would be GMO.
God, and seeds.
Seeds.
Yep.
Because we're really like, how
Yeah, why they don't see it? Yeah. That's a good question, man. Why does the grass just die?
Right.
That's a good question.
Yeah, why can't I get more seeds from? Where are you guys getting the seeds from?
That's a good ass question.
I've always wondered that. And I like grass, but where are you getting the seed from? You know? There's certain plants where if you that are like grass type plants, when you pull them up, their seeds just explode and they're all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of them can be turned into grains.
Yeah. Like wheatgrass. Where does that come
Where
from?
the seed at?
Where does seed come from?
Yeah. Is wheatgrass even a thing anymore? Remember once upon a time everybody was juicing that shit?
It's a thing. It's a green
Juice it?
smoothie. You can get wheatgrass from Touchdown.
Um,
I remember I had one of those
that's what you know, but yeah, that's a good question though, man, because Esau conditions you to get rid of the things, further going back into to get that capacity.
Yep.
You know, and so hey man, so they'll call you a CT when you say, hey man, this weather pattern is weird. I think it's being manipulated. But you got videos of whenever a rocket was launched, and then afterwards it would rain.
Right.
It would rain in that area because of the gases that got released into the atmosphere.
Oh, even there was a video I just seen recently, Salaki, if I may add on to that. There was a video I just seen recently where they put the chemtrails in the air, right? And it was clear as day. Like the sky was clear, but the weather app said it was expected to be a cloudy day. And the person recorded the whole day in the span of like 2.5, 3 hours. The chemtrails spread it out and made clouds. Right? It turned into clouds.
That's what you see.
Those flat clouds that you see in the sky. You know? And they'll cover the whole, those be chemtrails. It was crazy. I was like, yo, like they literally like
It looked
started
like it was
forming in the clouds.
It looked like the camera was gonna move too.
I just want to make sure,
Yeah, you know, hey, but you can't put it past this devil, man, that he knows how to do that. I wish he was over there in that sun.
No, hey, bro, I saw I can see
They
like
get the same
I mean,
thing?
you ever hitting the little spot right here, like, put a stem
I
right
might
here.
have to, I don't like being too close to that edge. We'll have to figure out somehow where we can get that view.
Yeah.
Be our backdrop one day. Instead of having this old raggedy shit over here.
I mean,
But anyway,
we
them-
said to put it right
remember
here.
we
We
used
used to go down there and get close to the water. Remember that?
Well, that's until all them homeless niggas start moving.
And they ain't there no more.
They ain't there no more.
They got moved off the what's it called? Yep.
I think it was warm over there too.
Yeah.
It wasn't that many trees. But anyway,
Oh, but don't
Yeah,
these
yeah.
devil also get that heart machine, right? Or
heart.
heart?
Yes,
That's
right.
it. Right. They got
Yeah, they do
where
damage.
they'll fire off freaking electricity into the atmosphere and shit,
Yep.
or lasers firing it off into-
Microwaves.
You know.
Yep, which hey, who knows? It could be a combination of chemtrails and that action as well. You know, but either way, what we know is that it benefits this devil to disrupt your ability to grow your own food every year. It benefits him. So why wouldn't he say, you know what? Because he'll tell you in the news, and I just saw it recently, it was like, time to head outside the garden. I don't trust that shit. I done had to develop a strategy. If you gonna garden now, you gotta keep your shit in the house
Hell yeah.
until you know for sure.
Yeah.
And then put it outside.
But that's what a lot of people do is they'll start their seedlings in the house and they'll wait before the last frost before it can go
You
outside.
gotta wait down until May nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I remember the neighbor I used to, the old crib I was living at.
We used to have an abundance.
Ooh, she used to have. Ooh.
Crazy.
And she was just giving me shit.
Well, it was too much for her.
She had a lot of shit, but then she was like, yeah, I've had to wait longer
Yes.
before I can go plant stuff out there.
That's
Because the
true.
weather's been horrible.
That's proving what we
And she's
were
in the
saying.
horticultural industry.
And I've seen the stuff that she used to grow. It was big shit,
Them fucking
healthy shit.
What do you call
Gourds and
I think it was Japanese long beans and shit. Fucking squash, radishes.
hefty shit. I used to be like, damn, I used to get a little coveted, man. And He's like, man, I wish I had a neighbor growing me some shit like that.
Yeah.
So like, can't be covered it, baby. That shit used to look good though. So if she telling you that it's fucked up, yeah, man, that's just backing up what we telling you. And we the prophets, man. We observe these things, man. This nigga's doing something, man.
He's doing something.
You know?
And not to mention that we also into plants and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Shit, Lord had us out there for a reason, out in the grass. And then you come back and you like, man, something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Every time you turn around, the damn dandelions is turned into them the little poofies and shit.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, nigga, you was just yellow.
Yep.
Whole field done poofed out. Cause the niggas think they gonna die. That's crazy how that shit can go from yellow to poof like that. It's crazy. It's the Lord. It's wild. It's wild, man. Yellow one day, poofy the next day. Crazy.
I got the cloud seeding.
Yeah, man.
This is cloud seeding on Google. It says cloud seeding is a weather modification technique. Oh, read that again. Cloud seeding is a weather modification technique. A what? Weather modification technique. So this ain't no theory. They actually have technology to modify the weather, to change the weather. They want it to be sunny, or maybe it could be sunny. If they want it to rain, it can rain. And in this way, they're trying to be like the Most High. That's right, bro. Because the Most High can make it rain or make it sunny. You know? Now, I won't be surprised if this year, because each year, it gets hotter and hotter. Ooh, you have record heat, summer days, heat waves. And that's scripture. That's according to prophecy. But it was scorched by the sun. You know? So it's record-breaking. Like y'all last year. Yeah. It was. But each year is a new record of being hot as shit out there. Yeah. Like you're in fucking Saudi Arabian desert. Oh yeah, because remember, it was saying like the air was better. That's how hot it was, something like that. Like the I forget. And then
It was orange, like
it was orange.
pollution.
The pollution, yeah, the air
quality.
The one day they said that the air quality was 100. It was 140 something. Right? Might have been higher than that. Kid you not. You come out of here, you come out your house and it's foggy. Yeah. Bro, look, you think it's fog, it's not. It's smog. Whatever the hell that shit is. It's telling people to stay inside. Literally, you can't see nothing. You got zero horrible visibility, and it's not fog. It's not water vapor. So where the fuck is that coming from?
What is it?
What is it? You know, this devil's trying to destroy a lot of people, man.
Yep. But he told you he was gonna do it, man.
Yeah, right.
That famous TED talk.
Will build snakes.
Kill hates. He's just gonna get rid of a lot of individuals. And motherfuckers was like, yeah! Clapping and shit. That was the greatest TED talk yet. Can you control your home? Whoa. No way in hell that can be my woman, man. We outside. You ain't walking around. Bitches, you advertising? You got a problem. What? You gotta get out of Dallas. That bitch knew what she was doing.
Well, you know, they gonna stop right here. This is fucking Edomites, bro.
They be doing that shit too.
They be doing that shit too.
Yeah, you
like
swinger.
what you see?
Yeah, he's a cuck. That's what he ain't no goddamn swinger. He's like, yeah, come please, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Not to mention them Edomite women be wanting Jake anyway. Like that ginger that smiled with you. She smiled at me. Anything you read? We're still reading on that cloud seeding. Yep. It says, again, cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that aims to increase the amount or type of precipitation from clouds by introducing tiny particles such as silver iodide or dry ice into the atmosphere. These substances act as condensation or ice nuclei, encouraging the formation of water droplets or ice crystals that grow large enough to fall as rain or snow.
Damn.
artificial rain.
Yep.
Well, not artificial, but artificial creation
Yeah.
of rain and snow.
Rain and snow, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, well, remember, it's the spirit. 'Cause remember them videos you just sent me, them 2 videos links you just sent me about how you can create water through the condensation and
Right,
stuff.
right. You can pull water right
Pull
out
it out
the
of
air.
the air.
That's what, hey, that's what dude in Flint, Michigan, he made that machine. Moses.
I was about to say,
Which means what? Masha, drawing out. He was drawing water out of the atmosphere. You know?
And HVAC deals with similar principles
Right.
to cool the air. It uses I think Freon, and the water gets attached to it.
Yeah.
It blows and it does.
That's
I
why
don't know the exact way it
they
works.
have
Those vents. The
vents.
radiator vent in the front, right? The thin little.
and they have those vents where because you gotta have it's a cool air and a hot air return. See, I always wanted to get in the HVAC. You know, hey, and that's the thing, cause you got the use of man.
Yep.
Can you also get the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
use of
yeah.
man.
Wheat, flour, wine.
Yeah. There's a
These are good to the godly.
Oh, yeah.
Because that even goes into what I was talking about with the front, with the use of weed, so to speak, in the jar. Like, you know, you got so-called Native Americans that know how to take all that stuff and use it for its medicinal purposes.
That's a new one for sure.
I'm on fire now. You don't know, man. Lord, run back to data banks. You sure I ain't get that one? Hey, yeah, yo,
That's a wild one. But that's
I know, right?
That's the air from the front. That's
What we doing?
Appreciate it, my bad. Yeah, the whole Ecclesiastes, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 39, and verse 26. It says, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and soap, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are good, or for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
This devil corrupts everything, man. Was water on that list?
Yep. Yeah, that was one
Come
of
on,
the
man. I ain't found the water I like that on this planet, man. I gotta drink juice now. Fresh squeeze.
from the fruit, man.
Yeah, it gotta be fresh squeeze. What they call it, H3O, structured water.
Structured water.
I gotta get it, bro. It's like I don't
You know,
dehydrated.
that's the spirit. The elder Apostle Tahar was just talking about structured water. He was just talking about electrolytes, making sure that you have enough electrolytes in you. You know, because he was saying he wasn't feeling too good. He thought he had to go to the hospital. But then he realized what was happening to him is the same thing that happened to Apostle Gabar, where he went for a long bike ride and he wasn't consuming enough electrolytes. You know, which an electrolyte is an electrically charged particle. So when you put it in your body is electric. So when you put it inside it, when you drink electrolytes, it charges you up. You know, so you gotta make sure you're getting your electrolytes, man. So you know, mineral salt, Celtic salt.
You can't get that pink Himalayan, right?
Yeah, the real one.
Yep. The pink Himalayan is real sloppy, so he's sparing you.
Well, yeah, you don't get a lot. Yeah, right. Because you only use like a quarter teaspoon, you know, to however many amount of water.
Yeah.
You know, the ratio. You know, I like to make the big ones.
Make your own Gatorade type shit.
Your own Gatorade, but that's crucial, man, because it hydrates you better than regular fucking water.
Yeah.
This water fucking dehydrates you. I can't tell you how many times, you know, especially that purified shit with that sodium bicarbonate.
garbage. That's
Bruh.
pure garbage.
You gotta drink a bottle of water every 15 minutes.
A lot of the high pH shit is artificially raised because you got acids and you got bases. Sodium bicarbonate or baking soda, aka, is a base. It is used to artificially increase the pH of things. All right, if you got bad soil, I think you can use that in the soil to raise tap water comes out at a certain rate when they test it, because it's got sodium bicarbonate.
And parasites.
Yeah, and parasite. And you gotta be careful how many of these drinks that got this quote unquote high pH. It's just using secretly, because they don't gotta tell you there's salt in your shit. They don't gotta tell you that there's sodium bicarbonate in there. I believe I even seen something that said there's sugar in some of these shits. They don't gotta tell you there's sugar in that water.
And you can kind of, you know what, you can kind of, some of these
taste
waters
it.
you can kind of taste it.
And you can taste the salt too.
It's slightly sweet. Now, you got, you know, what is that, that tree? It could have been a moringa tree, doesn't say.
Oh yeah.
The tree that fell inside the water to purify it, you know, because the water was bitter, it wasn't fit to drink. So
You know what's also crazy? Marshmallow. Marshmallow. Also, it's if you have too much, it's a sickly sweet. It's so sweet, it's crazy.
yeah, like when you use moringa seeds in water, because that's good for purifying your water too. Moringa seeds are sweet. It makes the water taste good.
Yeah. Now when I had marshmallow root recently, I was drinking the tea, and then I had something that was sour, and I was drinking it, and it had a sweetness because of because of my tongue got coated by the marshmallow root. And so even though there was no sweetness in the stuff that I was drinking, I tasted sweetness because I had drunk the marshmallow. Right. It's crazy.
Right.
That
There's
bitter
naturally
stuff go down. It was actually something kind of bitter actually, and it tricked me into actually that might be a technique. When you take something real bitter, get that marshmallow root and then drink the bitter shit. It'll make you think it's sweet, but you ain't really had the sweetness to it. Well, anyway, go ahead.
Right. Oh, hey man, you gotta read that again, man.
Read each one of them slow. We talk about water, that's
Because hey, water is needed for anything to live, right? Don't you think when the Lord destroys this place and turns it into a desert with these desert creatures, don't you think there's gonna be some form of water over
Right.
here? It's gonna happen.
Groundwater or something.
You know?
It makes you tells you niggas, you Edomites, that you dumb as hell because everything needs water. But then you gonna say the Big Bang, it wasn't no oxygen. Nigga, what's the composition of water?
H2O.
H2O, nigga. What is it? One hydrogen and two oxygen particles? Is that what that means? Or
Yep.
two hydrogen?
Two oxygen.
Two oxygens.
Yeah.
Not one. Two.
That's one H2O.
How many percentage of the earth is water?
Over 75%.
Did you say like 70 to 80%?
Yeah, H2O is hydrogen dioxide.
Which is two.
Yeah, dioxide.
See? Dumbass. Esau was dumbass. Got a thing for him, say unto it, he
And
formed
then
me
you got
not.
the
Or
H3O
why am I thus?
hydrogen trioxide.
Yep.
Where that come from? Who give us some extra? Hey, the fruits, hey, vegetables be purifying the hell out of some water, bro.
And then you know what too?
That's
'Cause
so crazy.
like you said, we're electric. I don't know. We ain't gonna get into no chemical.
Yeah, no. Not too deep. We hold the precept, right?
Yeah, did you want me to read I still got this.
Still got that?
Yeah. You want me to read it again, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll slow it down.
Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 39 and verse 26. It says, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water,
Right? We went over the water,
fire,
fire. Right? So you need fire for warmth. You need fire to cook your food. Right? Now, and this is
It is. Because electricity is concentrated fire.
yeah, electricity is concentrated fire. Literally the movement of electrons. Right? Let's go back in the chemistry.
Yep.
You know? That
Those waves you were talking about.
Good. Right. Because the H2O. You know, when that two represents those each particle has a certain amount of electrons. You know, and they can trade electrons between to make different elements. You know? So the Lord has given this devil, like the scripture says, thou art wiser than Daniel. Has given them knowledge. That's why they have chemistry. That's why they can, with the cloud seeding, they can do the modification of the weather because they understand to a degree the elements. You know.
You understand under nothing. I do understand extra than a hoe. Man. Like when you overstand. But no, yeah, you know, it's definitely it's crazy, man. Go ahead, let you read that.
The next one is iron.
Iron, right? Which, hey, we need iron, man. How many Americans have iron deficiency?
More.
They're deficient in iron, and then now they're anemic. They have anemia. You know, so that's crucial. Not to mention what iron. You got what is it? Iron ore to create steel and different tools and weaponry. Different weaponry.
Salami, I was trying to ignore it, bro.
Yep, and different tools for cultivating, cultivating the land.
Yep.
Even the pans, like I think I've gotten a fake cast iron before. It was like started turning silverish on me. I was like, what's this shit about?
Let's spray that shit with some wax.
Or something, bro. Like I was like, ugh, I threw that bitch away. It was the biggest one I had too. I'm like, nah. I kept my other one, but I ain't never seen a cast iron start turning silver, bro. That's weird, bro. You gotta be careful, man. But that's why cast iron costs so much too. Good cast iron, society one, you paying like almost $80, if not more. 100. I think you can pay 100 something for a good cast iron. I got one of them Dutch ovens too, I think. I ain't used it in a while, but like them big enamel coated iron little Dutch oven joints, those come in handy too, because they hold their heat well. But you know what's evil about it? Now that I think about it, the enamel prevents you from absorbing the iron content.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna keep it.
But hey, iron, don't even, not just iron, man. It says iron, but you got copper, you got brass. That's one of them Moabites that be cooking with the copper penny in their food for the different properties, right? Even silver and gold have their properties also, because all the elements that you find in the earth is in the body, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's our form. That's the earth created man.
Right.
All the elements. We're like trees, man. And plants require minerals, man.
Yep.
Different minerals. You have to remineralize your soil if it gets stripped in order for you to have healthier plants. So likewise, like those plants, us being plants of righteousness, we need the same stuff.
You need sun.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, for your vitamin D, right?
Yeah, the next one is soap.
Hey, electrolytes.
Right.
Like we were just going into. You need electrolytes, man.
That's right.
You know, which sodium is one of them. Actually, what? Real quick. Look it up on Google. What are all the electrolytes? List of the electrolytes.
The devil's corrupted regular salt.
Right.
Damn, try to get a damn. You remember everybody used to have Morton's.
Yeah.
The girl with the umbrella.
The umbrella,
You
yeah.
read the ingredients, it ain't just salt. Sodium, some extra shit in there, man. Because the salt, I think it's sodium hydrochloride. Right. Or some shit like that. I think that's salt. Sodium chloride. Some shit.
Yep, I got it. It says electrolytes are essential minerals found in blood, urine, and bodily fluids that carry an electric charge, crucial for nerve function, muscle contraction, hydration, and pH balance.
Muscle contraction, hydration, pH balance, right? So this is something too. Your actual brain is comprised of copper, you know. And then the other DMAS was telling me about colloidal copper, like how it'll sharpen your reaction time. You know, he said he was taking it and it sharpened his reaction time. So you said muscle contraction, right? Your muscles contract off of electrical impulse from your brain, which is made of copper. Which copper conducts electricity. So you know, like I said, we're electric. You know, do they have a list of these?
Yep. It says the primary electrolytes are in the body are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonate, and phosphate. It says
Is it chloride bicarbonate? Is that together or is it separate?
two separate ones: chloride and then bicarbonate,
And then phosphate.
and then phosphate. That's it.
Right. So those are your electrolytes. So you need sodium, you need magnesium, you need potassium, right? And people, when they're deficient in these different things, you have problems. Now you're starting to get different diseases, man.
Yeah.
You know, hypertension and all, bunch
Right.
of different things, man.
That's it, man. You know, so these are all important things.
That was it on that. Going back to the precept. Flour of wheat, honey.
The flour we eat here is fucking corrupt, man.
Yeah, kind. You know, the thing is, this was a staple thing, a staple ingredient, right? Even today, you know, we're so conditioned to eat a certain way that once we start trying to cut these things out of our diet, it becomes hard to find alternatives to eat. It cuts out pasta, it cuts out flatbread, it cuts out a lot of things, man. You're looking like damn.
Or it seemingly cuts
Well,
out.
to a degree.
Because you got pasta that's made out of different things that's not wheat. That's
True.
true.
Yeah, like chickpea pasta.
I was gonna say chickpea pasta.
Chickpea pasta is real good.
Yeah. And then so now if you can get a pasta from Italy, imported from Italy, that's better.
Yeah.
Because they use einkorn. Or if you can get the einkorn flour, make your own pasta, make your own bread, that's good. That's what I use if I want to eat bread. And I don't eat bread like that.
I want to try to test out that einkorn with somebody that has a gluten intolerance.
Right.
They not celiac, but they got an intolerance. I wonder how they deal with the einkorn.
Right. Because the
Real curious.
einkorn has a lower gluten index. It's a lower gluten index. So when they crossbred, and that's against the law. I think keep the
Mingling the seeds.
yeah. Mango. I guess you can type in mango seed. Might have to use yeah. But right, they mangled the wheat, the einkorn wheat that was here with some type of Japanese plant.
Yep.
A dwarf. So now the wheat grows 2 feet tall instead of, and it used to be 6. You used to have more wheat. Nigga, why you gonna make the wheat smaller? But it's just harder to process. So blah 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 blah. It takes more energy. You know.
Well, you know, why did he get rid of hemp as a primary crop when it used to be a primary crop? Considering that hemp could have replaced the chopping down wood for paper industry, among other things. Hemp can be formed into a composite, I believe. You know, if I'm not mistaken, composites are strong, like plastic-like materials. You can have a composite shell toe or
Composite
composite, so protective safety boot. I can't get the word out. All right, but you know, I believe hemp can be used in so many different, and then it's hella healthy for you. But now hemp is in such a lackluster production. Even the non-organic shit is like $9 or some crazy amount for like a little. You're paying like $20 for like a little bag of hemp.
Yeah.
Like shit. But that used to be a primary crop during one of the world wars, I think. It was like World War I or II. But they seized the production to support the war effort, and then obviously it got pushed out due to financial interest. Man. These devils. They want to cut down all the trees to help you breathe instead of growing hemp, which is much more sustainable.
So Leviticus 19 and verse 19, it says, "Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Right.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed."
Well, hold on. Let's go back to that. Thou shalt not make that part again.
Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Right, meaning everything has its order. Right, everything has its order, its own kind that it's supposed to mingle with. Right, if it's a duck, it's supposed to stay with a duck. Right, if it's you know, like they'll breed what do you call it, man? You know, a horse is supposed to stay with a horse.
Oh, well, when you think about I believe that word kind actually means bovine or some sort. So I think the Lord's
Oh yeah,
saying
yeah,
here.
cattle,
I
yeah.
think the Lord's saying here to keep the. So you know how we have these mixed breeds that are bred for like, bred to be like buff as hell, or you got like the Wagyu and all these other different type of various. I wonder if the Lord's saying like don't mix a bighorn cattle with something that came from Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Because technically they could breed, right? Because they're all bovines.
Yeah, they're all
But he's
of
saying
in
like,
the same family.
yeah,
Yep.
so I'm curious about that because I think there's like the Lord definitely stopped it where interspecies breeding can't really happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he's literally talking about don't take the cattle from over here and bring them over here. So mix them together. Now you got a new creature of cattle. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. But anyway,
God, continue on. It says, thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed, neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
Right. Everything is in order. Nothing's mixed up. It's keeping things pure.
Yep.
Right? Even when it came to the inheritance or wealth or riches between the tribes in Israel, there was laws set in place so that the wealth and the inheritance wouldn't move from tribe to tribe. Like if a man of a particular tribe didn't have any sons to give his inheritance to, but he only had daughters or a daughter, right? She would have to get married to a man of the same tribe so that when he would give his inheritance to his son-in-law, it would stay within the tribe. The Most
Yeah.
High's about order and purity,
Yep.
you know? So those mingling with the mixed seed, if you don't have a field of corn, this is gonna be corn.
That's right.
Ain't gonna be no corn and then squash no. And then you can't even, when you think about the pollination, you don't want them close to each other,
that's it.
right? So maybe you coming down the road over here is corn, and then all the way over here we got squash or watermelons, you know? But you gotta think about the pollination also.
That's it. Pollination. Because I believe that the pollination can affect the way the other plant grows too.
Right.
I believe I was growing up with one plant and then there was like a mint plant close. Somehow the flavor of the mint got into the other plant somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the science and how it works, but the Lord said it for a reason.
Right.
But what do you got here? You kind of forced in Babylon, if you do have a small garden, to do what they call a food forest.
Yeah,
where you'll have
they
like
call
multiple.
it like an English garden. Yeah, English garden setup. That's it. That's where they got shit all over the place. There's no
That's it.
order.
Yep, like the Englishman. Not Jacob, of course, but
You know. So yeah, this devil just does everything against the Most High, man.
he's out of order, man.
He's out of order.
That's why I tell you in Psalm 50, okay, what hast thou do to declare my statutes? Seeing thou hatest my ways, man, casting them behind them. The devil don't love the ways of Yahweh Shah. We ain't got no one. I'm getting dry in the hole. How long this one?
40 minutes. Yep. Get them that destroy them that destroy the earth. You know, because ultimately, the Lord is gonna take this devil out of power and destroy his kingdom, man. And then when the Lord Yahweh Shai comes back with healing in his wings, it's not just gonna be healing for Israel, but it's gonna be healing for the entire planet, man. You know, the earth is sick right now. You know, so that's what's coming.
Didn't they say the fir trees was going to rejoice when this devil taking out a pound? Gonna be happy then? color of the whole earth is beaten down.
See,
Jacob,
so-called black ones be doing more than what you
staying fit.
Revelation 11 and verse 18, and it reads, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth."
Right. All at the same time. At the same damn time.
At the same time.
Right. The Lord is going to destroy this place. Right? Give reward to his prophets. All right. You know, and hey, like Apostle Tahar said, he said, "No, brothers, don't worry, the Lord got a treat for you." You know, you know what I'm saying, boy. He said, "You got a treat for you." You know, all this hell that we're enduring, man. You know, if we endure to the end, there's a reward. There's a reward. What Peter say? What shall we receive therewith? We have forsaken all.
This is you want me to get the one in Matthew when he referred to what Peter said? Oh wait. It's Matthew 19.
Receive a hundredfold. Those who have forsaken.
Oh yeah. That's it. I was saying. Oh no, yeah, I found it. Matthew 19 and verse. Matthew 19 and verse 27. No, Salakia 26. It says, "But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, With men this is impossible, but with the Most High all things are possible. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel."
Right. So he was talking to his disciples about you're going to have rulership over the 12 tribes. Right? But that also trickles down to the rest of the 144,000. Right? They're going to be rulers and governors over provinces and galaxies and planets. Right? Like the Viltrumites. They was taking over planets.
He said, "Everything belongs to us as it shall be forever." He said that in Invincible.
Everything belongs unto us. You know?
Verse 29, it says, "And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive an hundredfold, and shall inherit everlasting life."
Woo! You gonna get 100-fold, 100 times what you had. Right?
Yeah.
Women, children, whatever you had on this side, 100 times that, and you gonna live forever. Hey, you gonna live forever. Can you imagine that?
Forever.
Forever young.
I wanna be
Forever young. Right. Can you imagine that? Woo. And these people, I can't even fathom that.
Decrepit bodies,
The crippled body.
young than a hoe. It's old man pain.
And like you said earlier too, could you get subjected to the same hope? Like you said earlier too, Jake don't have no hope, man.
Say that.
Man, I remember I went out to this little bar or whatever to get a drink, and they had that song come on, you know, and I looked over, at the, one of the people that was there. I was like, yeah, don't you want to live forever? And Jake was like, no, I want to live forever. Because they think, oh, if I live forever, it's forever pain.
It's forever, yeah.
You know?
Forever in this place is a punishment.
Hell yeah.
Forever in this place is hell.
This is hell. This is hell.
This is hell, but you know, like this is
Forever.
everlasting hell.
You mean I gotta provide for myself the rest of my life? I gotta work, babe.
Right.
No, I don't want. No, let me die, man.
No business. No business.
No manches.
Right. Because, hey, man, the Lord is going to cause his people to live forever, but in paradise. I done. The Most High is going to make this place a paradise again. When it says that will be done on earth as it is in heaven, in the heavens is a paradise.
Except for this place.
Right. So he's going to bring the paradise down here. You know, the paradise is going to be built and cultivated through Yahweh Shai and the 144,000, right? As they go around the earth cleaning things up. Because what's forever if you can't enjoy it? Forever. Right? The whole point of this is so you can enjoy it, man.
Enjoy it.
Be fruitful
And multiply.
I'm scared to do that in this motherfucker.
Man.
Oh no, you pregnant.
Yeah.
You got niggas making songs about it.
That's
So
20%.
you get the Papa Plan B.
Right.
That's a flex nowadays.
Yeah.
I made a Papa Plan B.
Hey,
Shit, even these hoes nowadays, they talk about they take them shits like Tic Tac.
Yeah, I can.
Bro, I seen her just say some shit like, she said yeah, I locked my legs in missionary, but she said I'll gladly take a plan B. I was just in the moment. I said, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Fuck Jolly Ranchers. Call them bitches Bolly Ranchers. Put a B in front of them bitches. That's how them bitches pop. You might as well just have a supper perform of that shit. Bitch, just throw it in their mouth. A damn Plan B lozenge. Coat your throat with the Plan B biscuit. It's fucking crazy, man. You know?
Plan B Tic Tacs.
Yeah, what the fuck? The Plan B patch. Like nicotine. It activates anytime semen, you know.
Plan B put bars. All motherfuckers do is
Look.
beating all day.
And you know, she's a 304. If you talking to this chick, and she says, "Oh, I've been on birth control for the last 6 months." The fuck you on birth control for?
Some women take it because it stops your menstrual cycle.
Yeah,
Well, that too, yeah.
But 9 times out of 10,
not-
they out here getting
They-
twingy.
hey,
They are
all
getting
the-
twingy.
They riding the carousel.
all the chicks that never told me they was home on birth control. Come on.
They riding the carousel, they a Nairtab. They ain't gonna Nairtab.
They out here getting fucking twingy, man.
Ram ride. Just gotta get out of here ultimately, you know? But this is why we do what we do, man, to hasten the times, to hasten the coming of Yahweh Shai, to deliverance from this wicked place, man. You know, that's not on the minds of these people, man. That we need salvation from the wickedness of this place and that things need to change. You know, it's not on this.
Salvation from these bodies.
Yeah, just change the darkness. These bodies, these wicked people, you know, we need to be able to exist in a place where we ain't persecuted for trying to do righteousness.
That's right.
He says, in this world, he that, what is it?
He that
Maketh himself a prey. He that abstaineth from evil, maketh himself a prey. I literally had a damn demon-ass nigga 2/3 eyeball me from his little Crown Vic or whatever he was in, with the demons all hopping on his face, like he wanted to kill me, because I was stopping at the stop sign in the hood, coming to a complete stop. Trying to depart from evil. I don't want no ticket, you know, and I become a prey. Niggas like that gotta die.
You're right.
And
They
then
fucking beep at you for you trying to follow the traffic laws.
you gotta die. It was worse than that. It was like, I got over, he was honking at me, then I got over to let him go, and he refused to drive. I'm here, he's here. And we sat here for like 5 minutes. And I'm like waving in the mirror, like,
Go here.
go! I'm gonna get behind you. Go! And then he pulls up and to meet me, eye contact, he mean mugging me. I'm like, what, you wanna shoot me? You wanna shoot me, nigga? I'm like, Shalak Rayam on you niggas, man. The Lord got to kill you 2/3 niggas, man. All right? And if you don't understand that, you're a part of the problem. Get out of that sissified nature, man. Put off now the weak nature. 2/3 are going to and have to be destroyed.
Yep.
Get out that Christian church mentality. God loves every no, the Lord don't love these niggas. You don't love them more than he loves them, and that is his love. To wipe them out and bring them back in the kingdom. They still gonna get the mercy.
The Lord loves you, but he's still gonna put a foot
He gonna
in their ass.
he gonna love you. He gonna put that foot up your ass. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, that is his part of his love. It's that ultimate chastening.
Right.
Y'all
Y'all don't understand the Most High, man.
No.
You know, they say he's a man of war. The Most High, y'all don't understand the Most High, man.
Hardcore gangster, man. So to speak. Not in the way you put it, but the Lord is cutthroat, man. The Lord had us run through and take out all type of people, man.
Yeah. In the time of Joshua, everybody.
Yeah.
Take all of them out.
Niggas was so scared they was
Women,
lying.
children, men, everybody.
Yeah, niggas putting on old clothes and moldy bread to lie to us and shit.
They wasn't
We have
taking
come
no hostages.
from a far journey.
Right.
Please make a covenant with us. Come to find out, these niggas live up the street. I bet they pulled the swords out and it was like, wait, you made a covenant. Well, put these niggas in slavery then. Make them hewers of wood and drawers of water.
Yeah.
You're tricking us. You like a sucker?
Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever see that? Wait. It's the one dude, he always make the skits. They say when the YN step on your shoes, he said, hey, go get some of your shoes. Put the beam on the shoe. He said, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Do not yet. You gon' kill me. Yeah. It'd be slow motion. Yeah, it'd be hilarious, man. You know? That's what it is, man. You know? That's what it is. This is what we battle against. But it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna find out one day. That maybe the Lord will show you mercy, you know. If you love some of these, or not. Some of these people as brothers, women, you know, hey, but some of these women ain't gonna make it. Some of these women you calling your wife,
They're gonna flip. Satan's gonna hop on them heavy.
exactly.
And there's nothing you can do about that.
They gonna flip, they gonna skip, or they gonna drift. That's why I held my tongue. Oh, that's why I held my tongue for, you know what? Oh my God.
I work at a
See there? Turn around.
No, I don't care.
But yeah, like I said, flip, skip,
How y'all
or drift.
doing?
What's going on?
12 Israelites.
12 tribes.
12 tribes. Good stuff, y'all. Y'all about to do something good.
We just teaching, preaching.
Folks
all
y'all
right.
happy, man.
What's up?
Y'all happy.
Appreciate it. But yeah, man.
Yes, God is good to us and thank you.
That's right, man.
Thank you.
That's it? Yeah, so this song's about to die, so we want to go ahead and end it there. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise. Hold on. Call Halayim La. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakadash. All right, the honors and custom elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessing, salutation, open elect. Shalom.